Good morning, students. Today, in this class, I am going to teach you the chapter 1 phrases. What is phrase? A group of words which has a sense but not a complete sense. That is called phrase. Warm up. This warm up is for you. Here are 4 columns and you have to choose, you have to make a complete sentence from taking each columns and have a complete meanings. Like first questions, I'm going to solve it for you. The dull grey curtains of my bedroom are blown, are being blown by the wind. The dull grey curtains of my bedroom are being blown by the wind. And rest questions you will have to complete like this. And this one the warm up. Here you just combine phrases in 4 columns to make sentences. A phrase may be 2 or more words that together make up a part of a sentence. It makes no sense outside the sentence as it does not have a finite verb. A phrase may also function as a noun, an adjective, an adverb, or as a preposition with an object noun. Once again we will read. A phrase may be 2 or more words that together make up a part of a sentence. Suppose in a corner. In a corner is a phrase. It makes no sense. In a corner has no sense. Outside the sentence, suppose here I am telling in the corner. There is no sense of this word, but outside of the sentence, here it means, and it does not have a finite verb. A phrase may also function as a noun, an adjective, an adverb, or as a preposition with an object noun. Let us read on to understand about the kinds of phrases that make up a sentence. Here, the finite verb. What is finite verb? The finite verb is usually the main verb of a sentence. Finite, it means limit. It is the verb that changes from to show tense and changes with the number of the subject. It is the verb that changes form to show tense and changes with the number of the subject. For example, Mona enjoys driving. Here enjoys is a finite verb. We enjoy driving. We enjoy driving in the hills. The family enjoyed driving uphill. Here, what we have seen, Mona is a third person. So, with third persons, here we use V5. We, first person plural number, we use here V1 and this one the V2. So, that is called finite verb because it is guided by the number of the subject, tense and changes with the number of the subject. Now, noun phrase. A noun phrase is made up of the head noun or pronoun and other modifiers before or after it. It acts as the subject or the object of the verb. At first, we must have to know what is the place of a noun in a sentence. Then we can easily find out noun phrase or noun clause, anything. The place of noun. Noun is used as a subject of a main verb first, second, as an object of a transitive verb, third, as an object of a preposition, fourth, as a complement of a verb. These are basic place, these are the basic rules of a noun which is used in a sentence. It is very necessary for you to learn. The given examples, for examples, my new pair of jeans, this one, my new pair of jeans is very comfortable. Here is the main verb, and my new pair of jeans is used as a subject of a main verb. This one the subject of a main verb. So my new pair of a jeans is a noun phrase. We have adopted a small black puppy. A small black puppy is an object of a transitive verb. So it is the place of a noun. So that is called this. A small black puppy is called a noun phrase. Underline the noun phrases in these sentences. This one the question, and you will have to complete it. The big bright full moon adorned the sky. Here in the first question, the big bright full moon is the subject, because adorn the sky, here it's a main verb, and the big bright full moon is used in place of a subject of a main verb. So this one a noun phrase. Like the another, this one your homework, and you will have to complete it. Now next, adjective phrase. An adjective phrase. An adjective phrase is a group of words that function as an adjective and modifies a noun phrase, or a pronoun in a sentence. It has a head adjective that is modified by other words. These other words may be determiners. For example, I have a few fresh oranges. A few is a determiner, and adverb before or after the head adjective. Here head adjective. He is very happy. Happy is a head adjective, and very is used just before it, and it is an adverb or word phrases after it. For example, she is afraid of that room. Also, an adjective phrase may have more than one head adjective. An adjective phrase may have An adjective phrase may have more than one head adjectives. Not necessary only one adjective, one head adjective, but more than one head adjectives. In this example, we placed an order for some cheesy pizza. Some cheesy pizza. Adjective phrase, some cheesy. This one the some cheesy is a adjective, and pizza is a noun. So with the head adjective some, modify the noun pizza. In next sentence, he was thin, tall and grumpy. Thin, tall and grumpy. Adjective phrase, tall, thin and grumpy, with head adjectives thin, tall and grumpy, modifying the noun modifying the pronoun he. In the next example, the documentary film was terribly boring. Terribly boring. Adjective phrase, terribly boring, with the head adjective boring, modifying the noun phrase, the documentary film. The documentary film. This one the noun phrase. Here this one the Next question. Underline the adjective phrase in these descriptions. Underline the adjective phrases. It was a cold and bleak wintry evening. A cold and a bleak wintry evening. Evening is a noun. And a cold and bleak wintry evening. The gentle murmuring breeze tapped the window blinds. Here the gentle murmuring breeze. Breeze is a noun. So gentle murmuring is an adjective phrase, and it was a cold and a bleak wintry evening. So the next question is for you, and you will try your level best. The next one is verb phrase. A verb may appear alone in a sentence, or it may be a main verb along with any modal and or auxiliary verb. The main verb is always placed last in the verb phrase. A verb may appear alone in a sentence, or it may be main verb, or it may be a main verb along with any modal and or auxiliary helping verbs. The main verb is always placed. Listen, be attentive about this line. The main verb is always placed last in the verb phrase. Here are some examples along with these rules. Some questions also asked in these sections. For example, we can decide today itself about the posting. We can decide. Here can is the helping modal, which you say helping verb, and decide is the main verb. Verb phrase can decide with the modal verb can and the main verb decide. They would have cleared the traffic by now. The verb phrase would have cleared. The verb phrase would have cleared with the modal verb would, the auxiliary verb have, and the main verb cleared. The next, they have been listening to music since evening. Have been listening. Have been listening. Again, verb phrase have been listening with the auxiliary verbs have been and the main verb listening. And this one the question for you. Underline the verb phrase in these sentences. Question number 1. The lunar missions Chandrayaan-1 was launched by India. Here was launched because was is a helping verb and launched is a main verb. So here was launched is a verb phrase. This one the verb phrases. Rest questions you will have to do. Adverb phrase. Adverb phrase. An adverb phrase is a group of words that acts an adverb and modifies the verb in a sentence. The head of an adverb phrase is an adverb. The head of an adverb phrase is an adverb that is modified by other words before or after it. An adverb phrase may give information about the manner, place, time, duration, frequency, and degree of the verb. It may give information about the manner, place, time, duration, frequency, and degree of the verb. For example, the audience sang very enthusiastically with the choir. Adverb phrase of manner with the head adverb enthusiastically modifying the verb sang. Sang very enthusiastically. This classical dancer performs very often in this club. Adverb phrase of frequency. often. This one the adverb of frequency. So adverb phrase of frequency with the head verb often modifying the verb or form. Nurul painted the wall with great care. With great care. Here, how? With great care. Adverb phrases of manner. Adverb phrase of manner which works like the adverb carefully modifying the verb painted. Nilofer had planted the sapling at this spot. At this spot, adverb phrase of place, which works like the adverb here, modifying the verb had planted. And this one, the next exercise for you. Underline the adverb phrase in these sentences. The train moved quite slowly. Here, quite slowly as it neared the station. Moved is a verb and quite slowly it shows, it tells about the verbs. How? So quite slowly, adverb of manner, and quite slowly is a adverb phrase. This one the adverb phrase. Rest question is for you and you will have to complete it. Now, prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase is a group of words that begins with the prepositions, and is followed by a noun phrase, an adjective or an adjective phrase, or an adverb phrase. Here it means a prepositional phrase is a group of words that begins with the prepositions. Always remember these lines, that begins with a preposition and is followed by a noun phrase, an adjective or an adjective phrase, or an adverb phrase. For examples, there was a big pothole on the main road. On the main road, here on is a preposition. On the main road, prepositional phrase begins with the preposition. Here on is a preposition, begins with the prepositions on, followed by the noun phrase the main road. It's a very easy to find out. I travelled by bus from there. From is also a preposition. I travelled by bus from there. Prepositional phrase beginning with the prepositions from, followed by the adverb there. This one the adverb of place, there. Functioning as an adverb, phrases of place. The house at the end of the street is haunted. At is an preposition. At is a prepositions. The end of the street is haunted. Prepositional phrase at the end of the street, part of the noun phrase. Part of the noun phrase at the end of the street. The next one, she talked to everyone in a pleasing way. In a pleasing way. So in is a prepositions. It begins with the prepositions. A pleasant way. A pleasing way. Prepositional phrase in a pleasing way. Functioning like an adverb pleasantly to modify the verb talked. The park by the river is very crowded in the morning. Prepositional phrase by the river. Functioning like an adjective to modify the verb noun park. To modify the subject noun park. The noun phrase, the adjective phrase and the adverb phrase each have their head noun, head adjective and head adverb respectively, which can appear alone or with other modifiers. For examples, these soft and chewy candies are called marshmallows. The modifier soft and chewy, when deleted, do not affect the meaning. Soft and chewy, these candies are called marshmallows. The prepositions in the prepositional phrase always needs to be followed by a noun with or without modifiers. With or without modifiers. Once again you will read the preposition in the prepositional phrase always needs to be followed by a noun with or without modifier. Here, the next exercise for you, fill in the blanks with suitable preposition, then underline the prepositional phrase formed. The tall tree swayed dash side to side during the storm. By side to side during the storm. Here you will have to write by. And the rest you will have to complete it. The next one is identify two kinds of phrases, noun, adjective, adverb or prepositional in each of these sentences. And here all are mixed. So now you will have to choose. The teacher called me to the front of the class. The teacher called me to the front of the class. And this one your homework, and if you have a problem, so that time I will help you. But in the first attempt, you will have to complete. Wherever you have a difficulty, that time I am always with you. Summary. In this chapter, we have learned that a sentence may be made up of different kinds of phrases. A noun phrase with a head noun functioning as a subject or as the object in a sentence. An adjective phrase with a head adjective functioning as an adjective in a sentence. Next one, a verb may appear alone in a sentence or it may be main verb along with any modal and or auxiliary helping verbs. The main verb is always placed last in the verb phrase. And a prepositional phrase begins with a preposition and is followed by a noun phrase, an adjective or an adjective phrase, or an adverb or an adverb phrase. And an adverb phrase is a group of words with a head adverb that functions as an adverb in sentence. Thus, this chapter is completed, and in a box, some important tips is given which I have left. A prepositional phrase may be a part of a noun phrase, or it may function as an adjective or an adverb in a sentence, which is important, and also it is given in the summary. Thus, this chapter is completed, and the rest questions which I have not solved, this one the homework for you, and you will have to complete it. Thank you. Have a nice day.